Hey guys, good morning. It's Dave Santarelli from Breaking Chart Alerts and SantarelliTradingExchange.com. Welcome to Day Trade Friday, guys. I've been looking at the pre-markets here for a while. We really don't have too much moving yet, even on the market movers over here to the right, which I'm going to be showing you guys in a minute here. But really not too much going on. Apple's got a nice climb. We ended up getting into a nice, decent-sized trade on Apple for the October 15th 155s yesterday. Apple's getting a little climb. Facebook's down about 28 cents here. We ended up closing our BABA trade that we had overnight the previous day for about $2,800 in profits yesterday morning. That's the first thing we did. Facebook, it looks like it's holding 375 so far, so we're going to see what that does today. Like I said, that one with that previous candle, with this candle below previous candle's body there, it looks like it's going to further retrace down to either that 10 or 20-day simple moving average. So it's going to be really important to keep an eye on Facebook today. We'll be looking at this for a possible day trade setup, and we'll go from there. Let me share with you guys the screen. So here's what we got going on. Facebook right here. Like I said, it's been holding 375 this morning. It was up quite nicely here in the pre-market hours, but it pulled back since then. So I'm going to watch that for a continued pullback. We have the September 17th long call on Facebook. We ended up getting a short-term put here for today's expo on that retracement. So if we do pull back short-term, that short-term put that expires today should outweigh the loss on the long-term Facebook 17th 380 call. So that's what we're going to be looking for with that Facebook trade. And as far as Apple goes, Apple's going to be in the green today. That's looking pretty nice and still continuing to climb. We have the financials on the climb this morning here as well. Looking at those for a possible swing trade. You got CCL here. That one's holding that 10, starting to climb. Came back from the lows this morning, holding above that 10, 20, 50-day simple moving average. Just been consolidating for a while. Got good news that came out on that yesterday. Workhorse shares up 0.32%. This one's getting some wild candles here, some larger volatility coming in. Robinhood up 0.7% in the pre-market. The big thing that's down today is BABA. We did a nice job. We literally took profits first 2 minutes of opening bell yesterday when BABA was at about 177 a share. So we locked in profits on that. That was a nice trade set up on BABA that we did. And that was a larger trade. So nice job on that. Let's take a look here. What else are we looking at? Seeing what else is moving. Let me take a look on my other account here. I got a better watch list here on this one.
You're re-announcing record-breaking second quarter financial results, 4 times year-over-year revenue growth. Revenue
Square's got a little climb.
$17 million Canadian, increase of 1% year-over-year and 37% quarter-over-quarter. KCU, that's India November Charlie Romeo.
Airbnb shares up about 0.5%. We got Pfizer still on the climb here too. Take a look at PFE. That's another nice one coming off the lows. I want to see that break that 47.50. If it breaks that 47.50, I'd be looking to add to a trade there. We got opening bell here now, guys. Up about $500 on the open. We got about a 6% gain on the Apple October 15th 155 calls that we picked up yesterday. There we go. Our September 3rd 155 calls on Apple are in the green and taking off. Facebook's also on the, let me see here. Facebook. The short-term puts are up. I thought it was the calls there. Those 372.50 strike puts are in the green. Let me take a look here at Apple. We got a nice run here going on Apple. There we go. They're talking about Apple on CNBC now. Hope I'm not having any troubles with E-Trade Pro here.
Children from predators who use communication tools to recruit and exploit them and limit the spread of child sexual abuse material. Apple says we've decided to take additional time over the coming months to collect input and make improvements before releasing these critically important safety
All right,
features.
that chart is not working. Let's bring this one down.
In a statement, which is not
S&P
legally
500,
binding,
Dow
Apple
Jones
said
Industrial
Wednesday
Average down
using the
0.2%.
of new iPhones, earphones,
Nasdaq
and other
Composite down
related shit.
0.1% after the
Sure, you
open.
can have after perhaps Macs or hardware for the holiday season, but we shouldn't expect to see these features roll out until 2022. This happens as what has been speculated to be
154.
Tesla
There we go,
announcing
holding
its
above that 10. We'll
self-driving
keep an eye on Apple
car
there.
in the App Store
Let's
later
see,
this
Delta's
month.
getting a little pop. Baidu. Baba's coming well off those lows.
So Apple moving forward with its
Amazon down slightly. AMD holding that 109. Airbnb still holding green there. Looks like things are starting to pull back a bit. Palantir 2638. Dow's down about 61. Nasdaq's down about 8 points right now. So I'm watching the major ETFs here. I'm watching some tech. I'm watching the trades we're in. I'm looking to see what direction we're going to be heading for today. Nasdaq's down about 25 points right now. That Facebook put is up $500 right now, which is really nice because that long Facebook call is only down 300. That was a nice hedge on that short-term Facebook put. Yeah, Ray, that's a good point. He said Asian markets are closed for the long holiday. EU will be closing soon. Expect low volume for today. I expect the same here. But we definitely could find something to day trade. Let me show you guys the heat map. Not coming up yet. Yes, Max. I got 10 contracts at 35 cents yesterday for today's Expo on Apple. $350 trade. Watching that over there. Watching Apple. Giving the market the first 15 minutes here, seeing what we're going to do. Dow's down about 103. NASDAQ's down 34. S&P 500's down about 11 points. Looking at, so you guys can see over here, if you're watching me on camera here, you guys can see over here is my watch list for my longs. Over here on the iMac, I have my watch list for day trades and, more volatile stocks there that I could look to take advantage of. And then over here on the bottom screen, I have the top market movers, which are the largest net change stock losers, stocks for the American Stock Exchange. And then right below that, you guys could see most active stocks, NYSE. You guys could see those there. And then usually I like changing it up, putting on NASDAQ as well, seeing some tech stocks. So I might go like this. Here's the top losers for the NASDAQ. Let's see the top gainers down here. So you can see what's moving now that the markets are open. Here's the top losers. Most active stocks, UEC, Uranium Energy. Let's take a look at that. We could link that with link one right here. Take a look, see what that stock's doing on a 3-month daily while we're watching the markets here. That one's looking pretty good. Uranium Energy Corp. It's just about $1 some a share. Just a couple of weeks ago, $1.95 up to $3.09. Let's see what else is moving over here. Let's see the big movers, see if there's anything we could jump in and out of quick. I don't like chasing those little dollar stocks, so let's see. UR Energy. So the energy sector is pretty much taken off today. That's a nice climb, nice breakout. That looks like an easy 175 target on URG on the daily. Denison Mines. All right, let me get back to Apple here. See if we start to get a pop there. Good morning, Skyjack. Let's see. I am ready to day trade today. I am telling you guys right now, I am in the mood to do some day trading.
Capital markets is
So I am just looking for some setups here.
mentioning potential Amazon opportunities to the company. That's Kilo Papa Lima Tango.
Let me put the moving averages on this other chart I'm setting up here. Let me put the 20 studies moving average. 20 as aqua blue. There we go. That's ready. Apple's coming off some lows here. That's nice. Breaking above that 10-20-50. That's what I wanted to see. What time is it? 9:40. So we still got about 5 minutes. So, guys, one great strategy for day trading here that I really love to use is the first 15 minutes opening breakout. So you see where you're at here. So here's 9:30 a.m. So here's your top so far. So this is how this strategy works. So by the first 15 minutes of opening bell, you're putting your highs and your lows. We're not at our lows yet because obviously it's not 9:45 yet. But so far, here's your highs, right, of the day. And then here is your lows of the day, right? So by 9:45 a.m., if you get a green candle above that 15-minute opening bell, so let's say you get a green candle. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly at 9:45. These are just your boundaries. So this is how this strategy works. You have these two yellow lines right here. If you get a green candle above this yellow line, you're buying calls or buying shares. If you get a red candle below this, like down here, this is where you're going to be buying puts as a day trade. This is called the first 15 opening minutes day trading strategy. You're looking at the highs, the wicks, the bodies, whatever it is you want to trade. I usually go by the wicks. The wicks at the highs the first 15 minutes, and then the wicks at the lows first 15 minutes. And then you're seeing if you break above or below that throughout the day here. First candle below those lows, you're buying puts. First candle above those highs, you're buying calls. That's how that day trade strategy works there. So, you could be looking at something like that, or you could be looking at a certain sector taking off. I'm looking at everything right now.
APLT Catapult Holdings now see the September $6 fall. Sweep, along with that note from KeyBank, positive note, below Papa with the call.
Yeah, not too much going on yet. So be patient, be prepared, and let's find some good setups together. Looking to see what's moving up here. We have PayPal taking off nicely, guys. Look at PayPal on the run here. PayPal's getting a big boost here. It's climbing since opening bell. Let's take a look at that 3-month daily. That's looking pretty good. It retraced for a few days. Saw some profit taking coming in after that big breakout from 267 all the way up to about 293. Couple days of profit taking, which is normal. Now we're starting to get that run. Candle above 290. That's where you're looking for that next swing trade with some calls there. So I'm watching that. Let's see. Airbnb is taking off beautifully. You guys see Airbnb? Look at that daily chart on Airbnb here, that 3-month daily. That is a nice breakout there off those lows. 130 to 160 in about, what, a month and a half? Let's see what Apple's doing. Apple's starting to get a climb here. Let's see. I want to see it break that 155. Newegg's climbing here pretty nicely. That one's getting a nice little climb there, up about 0.76%. Baidu's getting a nice little run. Baba's climbing off those lows. Big climb on Baba off those lows, guys. 3-month daily chart. That came right down to that 10. That might be a nice opportunity. You already had that MACD cross. A lot of times you see that because, we got into Baba prematurely, but it came off. We had that double bottom right around that 160, right? So we jumped in and we took a nice climb. We took in some nice profits on Baba, and we locked those in. We saw a retracement back down to that 10. We did not get that 10-20 crossover yet. We have the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence crossover. We got the first green bars above the 0 line on the histogram of the MACD. That's showing us momentum being shifted going forward now. So now what we're looking at is, are we going to hold support at that yellow 10-day simple moving average and start to climb again going into that singles day? If we do, now's a nice time to add to that Baba trade again. Make another trade on Baba. Not add to it. We already sold it, but you know what I mean there. Make a new Baba trade utilizing those profits, $3,000 profits. We could put a $3,000 to $5,000 trade on. Or what you can do is put so if you made a $3,000 profit on the last Baba trade, we always use like a 50% max stop loss on trade. So if we get a nice, if we get a nice breakout, we got a nice gain there. If we retrace and we hit that 50% max stop loss, then you're taking a max loss of $3,000, which wipes out the gains from that first trade. So, you have to be smart with how you're utilizing those profits into that next trade here. But if BABA continues to climb off that 10, I'm going to be making another trade going into that November monthly expo for BABA. Maybe even going to that December expo. But that's what I'm watching for right here. Seeing what BABA's going to do today. She's still on the climb. 171.19 now. Having a good climb. Palantir's on the climb here too, guys. Look at that Palantir breaking out. Markets are climbing off the lows. Dow's only down about 111 points now. Nasdaq's down about 10. S&P's down about 10 as well. Palantir taking off. Big candle on Palantir. PayPal Square are starting to climb. Nvidia's on the climb. Nice climb on Nvidia, guys. Let's take a look at that 3-month daily, see if it's something. Now, that's another one that retraced down to that 10. Looks ready for that next big breakout there. That might be a nice day trade setup here on Nvidia. I might do a little day trade on Nvidia. I'm watching the markets. I'm watching Qs. I want to make sure we're breaking out here with the general market before I jump in prematurely to a trade on this. Palantir's still on the climb. Skills on the move. Let's see what Skills is doing. Big breakout on Nvidia now. There goes Q's taking off, guys. I think I'm going to pick up the September 17th calls on Nvidia. That way, if I want to hold them, I could hold on to those. September 17th, we could pick up those 227.50s. Let's see, 225s. They're only going for about 575. I'll pick up 5 contracts on those. What are they going for? 565 by 580.
Coming up at 10.
Let's see if we could pick them up for about 570. Let's see, that pulled back a little bit there. Let's see. There we go. I just got in that Nvidia trade. Let me get this up for you guys. Share with you the trade. Okay, let me put that over here for you guys.
RNGR, Ranger Energy Services, naming Stuart Bodden as president and CEO. That's Romeo November Golf Romeo.
Alrighty, I just posted those calls I just got on Nvidia. That's a swing trade. I like that setup. It's holding that 10. Beautiful thing about this trade, a body below that 10-day simple moving average. So let's say like about 222 is going to be the stop.
me, Tencent Music, title Michael Echo. The October $9 call, active 1,500 contracts, Tango Michael Echo.
Also, you reportedly just they're hiring some bankers like Elon Musk. But you know all these companies, so it's an exciting call. Keep an eye on that.
DLCU, DocuSign, being mentioned as the internet digital swing long, that's Delta Oscar Charlie Uniform. AEO, American Eagle, Jim Cramer in his action reverse buying American Eagle, Alpha Echo Oscar.
Pricing essentially put these companies to the downside in the middle of the year. And Michael, that's been a major problem. So the hope right now in July and August, pricing will lower than the earlier part of the year. And if you see that upgrade you get from companies, then hopefully prices will be more reasonable. All right? Cool. Thanks, Steve. Thank you very much. A massive overhaul of the nation's infrastructure could mean reparations. West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin wants a pause on the $3.5 trillion reconciliation plan, which means every Democrat vote to pass it would cost
Excuse me.
senator says there will be no consideration of a second bipartisan plan, which includes funding for roads and bridges without a broader reconciliation bill. Up north, states with the worst infrastructure in the nation. Scott Pelley is coming to us from this morning. Hi, Scott. Hi, Mike. Well, you know it. The state with the worst infrastructure is Maine, which finishes dead last in that category of America's top states for business last year, 48th overall, with the worst power grid in America and among the worst roads and bridges. How bad? Nearly 13% of Maine's bridges are in poor condition, according to the federal data, and about half of them are 50 years old or more. The average commute to work in Maine is roughly the same as the commute in Michigan, which is a state with nearly 10 times the population. Maine's governor says there's years and years of deferred maintenance, but she wants to go beyond just patching the roads.
It's a public safety measure, not just a measure of allowing cars and trucks to engage in commerce effectively. And, you know, in mud season, you have to close a lot of the roads because they can't sustain truck traffic, construction traffic, and logging trucks. You have to close many roads in Maine to logging trucks and commercial vehicles. I'd like to get beyond that.
Yes, Maine has a mud season. That's one of the reasons that infrastructure maintenance is such a challenge in this rugged state, and why they're practically drooling over the potential funding in the infrastructure bill. We're talking $1.3 billion in highway money and another nearly $250 million for bridges. That's according to the latest figures from the White House, plus millions more in grants that the states can compete for. Maine's Department of Transportation says this state is running at about a $200 million a year shortfall in terms of what they need to do and what they can afford to do. That money will help. There's also, of course, money in there for the power grid and also for broadband. That's a big need in the state. If you're thinking of leaving your job and moving to the woods in Maine to work remotely, you've got a rude awakening coming because broadband is poor here. They hope to improve that as well. Norma?
Something we're all going to be watching very closely as we await an infrastructure package to actually make its way through Congress and become a law. Scott Cullen, thanks. And by the way, tag the wasters up there. They're really good. They don't get enough attention. All right. Shifting gears here, I want to take a look at the return of those facts earlier. This is one of those companies that kind of helped popularize facts a number of years ago now, Virgin Galactic. Those shares are under pressure right now, down about 3.5, almost 4%. This coming on the heels of an FAA investigation due to a flight deviation for the last space flight test when that returned to Branson was on board back in July. Some issues around the path, the flight path for about a minute and 41 seconds that spaceship took on that test flight. The FAA coming out with a statement yesterday that includes saying that Virgin Galactic may not return the spaceship to vehicle to flight until the FAA approves the final mishap investigation report and determines the issues related to the mishap do not affect public safety. This is in focus for investors.
There we go, guys. That was nice. I just sent that out. You guys should be getting that in a couple of minutes there. Guys, we're taking off nicely now. There goes that Nvidia trade. Here's Qs. If you guys take a look at Qs, it's really important. We're getting a nice little climb there on Qs. Our Apple trade's back in the green, Max. Nice trade on that. That's still climbing there. Up 175 bucks on that now as that's continuing to break out. Qs are in the green now, up about 3 points on Qs. Qs are breaking out new highs of the day on Qs. Got a nice run here. What time is it? It's 9:57. There's that opening bell breakout, so it looks like we're going to be climbing. If you take a look at the Qs, the highs, the lows here, we're certainly looking towards the upside here. So just going to continue to watch that. Nvidia trade that we just made is already looking good. That's in the green. There we go. We got a further breakout coming here, guys. Nice run. Apple trade's now up $230. Nice climb in the markets here. Zynga's taking off too, guys. If you guys have been looking at Zynga, got a nice little run here on the market. Let's see what else is climbing. There goes Qs, still on the run there on Qs. Want to see that FedEx start to climb again. Guys, AMD's on the run too. Look at that AMD taking off there. Dwayne, nice. You going to be taking your profits now on Docs? Docs just broke, wow, 101.55. Holy smoke. She broke 102, Dwayne. How much are you up on that Doc trade? Facebook is climbing. Means we could close out that short leg on Facebook here. I'm going to close out that short leg on Facebook right now for, she's going for about 32 cents. Sell to close. All right, I'm out of that short leg on Facebook. Order status. I closed that out at 34 cents. That hedge that we had overnight there. Dwayne, how much are you up on that trade, though? You got that quite a bit ago, so you should have some nice gains on that. Guys, we already got a 6% gain on our Nvidia trade now, up $140 on that. We got a 7% gain on our Apple trade. That's taken off nicely. We're up almost $400 on the Apple trade right now. We got an 8% gain, 9% gain now on the Apple trade. Qs are taking off nicely, guys. Take a look at Qs. Look at Qs, guys. We're going to be making new highs, new all-time highs on Qs. It's looking like NASDAQ. Got a nice run coming. NASDAQ's up about 32 points now. Dow's still down about 138. So we might just be seeing the tech sector take off a little bit here. I'm looking at the watch list. We got everything in tech just about in the green. We got Microsoft, Nvidia, Palantir. PayPal's taking off nicely there. Square's up nicely. We got, let's see, Robinhood, Facebook, Delta, Baidu. Let's see, Baba's wanting to turn green there. AMD's having a massive day here, guys. AMD's breaking 111. It's really looking like AMD's going to be heading towards that 115 to 125 target by next week. So this is still a nice, easy time to get into, like an AMD trade if you haven't already gotten into it. That's a really nice setup here and continuing to climb. We're up 6% now on the new Nvidia trade, $160 gain on that. Apple is looking good, up 6% on Apple. Watching Q's up there. AMD's still climbing. Got up to that 111. Nvidia trade now up 7%. Dwayne, best thing you could do, take profits. Let's say you got a $10,000 profit on that. Take half of it, $5,000, and then make a longer-term trade, maybe going out to that, November or December expiration. There goes Q's taking off again. Another nice run on Q's, guys. Markets are climbing still.
In and of itself, considering that the service sector is the biggest swap in the U.S. economy, just for some perspective, February before COVID hit.
8% gain on the new Nvidia trade, up $210 on that. Apple traded up 6%. PayPal still taking off, up 1.2% on PayPal. There goes Nvidia taking off nicely, up 1.12%. That Nvidia, I really think that's going to be hitting that 230. I'm going to be holding on to that. Skyjack, you still in Nvidia? That is a nice setup right there on that Nvidia chart. That's how you take advantage of a nice short-term swing trade on Nvidia. Came right down to that 10. It's nearing the highs of the day. Back up. Now we're up 11, now 9%, 10% on Nvidia now. Let's chop it all over. 615 by 625. The bid and the ask on that. Our Apple trade's up 8%. Zynga's taking off, guys. We're up $100 on the Zynga trade today. Back up 9% now on the Apple trade. Nvidia is still climbing. We're up 12% now on Nvidia. Qs are still on the climb. That's looking good. Facebook calls are still climbing.
KSU, Kansas City Southern adjourning. Special meeting of shareholders until September.
Guys, we got a 13% gain on Nvidia. We already got a $350 profit on Nvidia here, that new trade we just made. There is a trade that we just made, and here are the profits on it already.
Kansas City Southern shareholders can vote on
Amazing run here on Nvidia. She's still climbing.
September 24th now. That's Kilo Center Uniform, Charlie November India, and Charlie Papa.
There's the gains we have on that Nvidia trade. So we got in average price point of $5.70. We're already up percentage-wise 13.06%. Profit loss unrealized $372.44 on those. And it was a small trade, 5 contracts. We got the Nvidia September 17th, 225 that you guys could see up here. That's the trade we got. Already looking good on that trade, and that's going to keep continuing to break out. We got that September 17th expo. Look at the size of the candle there. We might be hitting that 240, 250 by September 17th. So I'm going to be holding on to that trade. I don't want to take profits early. We're still climbing on that Nvidia trade there, up 14% on that. Let's see, our Apple trade still up about 7%. Zynga's still taking off. That one's climbing still. I'm watching Newegg. Newegg just came down to that 10, getting a nice pop there. Facebook is really on the climb here as well, guys. We're up $500 on the long Facebook calls today. As you guys could see, another one that came down to that 10-day simple moving average and starting to break out. I like the looks of that. So if you look at the general market, we have a few of the stocks here in the same sectors that are doing the same thing, coming down to that 10. So far today, you know, it's only, what, a half hour into opening bell, 35 minutes into opening bell. We came down, retraced to support at that yellow 10-day simple moving average. Now we're starting to climb. Now anything could happen from now until 4 o'clock. That's why it's important to watch your positions and see what's going on. So we're watching that. Facebook's looking like a continued breakout. That's a nice run on Facebook there today. Let's see what else is moving here. PayPal's up 1.21% today. Baba wants to turn green and start to break out. That's one I'm going to be keeping an eye on because we made some good money on Baba. And if we can make some more on it, certainly going to jump on it. Watching Q's come down to that 10. Seeing if it's going to get a climb from there. Newegg's getting a nice little pop. Nasdaq's up about 26. Dow's starting to climb, only down about 110 now. Watching Q's pulling back a little bit from that big breakout it just had for the past 10 minutes. Starting to get a little climb there again.
More will be revealed. Steve Weisman, thank you. Retail trade employment dropping 29,000 in August, down by 285,000 since February 2020. Joining us now to discuss the state of retail is both shopping center president and CEO Josh Loeb, which has recaptured all lost sales from the pandemic on a trailing 12-month basis. Thanks for being with us this morning. Just given the fact that we are so focused on
Nvidia on the climb again. Nice run on Nvidia.
given the fact that you have seen that recovery, do you have enough work
Back up 11%. And one trade we made so far today up $300. I want to see Apple have that next run. Everything else is up about 1%. Apple's only up about 0.3%. So I want to see that climb that next 0.7% here throughout the day. Newegg's taking off nicely.
people are still going up, but it's hitting a pause. It's just it's leveling off, it's plateauing, or are you actually starting to see a pullback in certain locations or certain types of businesses?
Q's not doing too much there. John, of course, $11,000 profit. Why wouldn't you take that? Let's see, SGOC. If we fall below that $8 on SGOC, I'll be out of that trade. Still got time on it, but if it falls below $8, that's where it's been holding. So let's take a look here. SGOC. So if you guys take a look at a 3-month daily here, let's just zoom in a little bit here. Short term, what we've been looking at, we've been holding that $8 here for this entire consolidation here. So, we've been holding that $8 for that consolidation. This is our stop.
The willingness not only is higher, but what you're going to pay. I mean,
Stop is going to be a candle below $8.
looking to get more people on board, and are you still actively hiring now given the uncertainty around COVID?
Nvidia getting a climb again. Nvidia nearing highs of the day. There goes Nvidia. New highs of the day on Nvidia. 14% gain.
Corporation shares option here.
Oh, excuse me.
Breaker, that's November Michael Tango Charlie.
Got a nice run on Nvidia there, guys.
Josh, given what a lot of those who are leasing from you have gone through and paying potentially higher wages, seeing margins down, what have you done on rents and forgiveness potentially? Are you sort of back to where you were in 2019, or still a long way?
Thank you, James. Nice job, John. Sold his diamond puts for a $11,000 gain. Nice job, John. Dwayne made a killing there with that. What he's up 630% on that docs. Wow, Dwayne, that's incredible. I just saw that right now. That's amazing. Congrats on that. That's a big trade right there. 630%. How many contracts did you have? That was a nice one. Nvidia trades up $400 there. That's what I meant about going with that September 17th expo. You know, we only put about what, 20 some $100, $2,800 into that trade. We already have a $400 gain on that. You know, sometimes on those ones that you say, okay, markets are a little choppy, go a little bit further out with that expo.
So if you come, we're going to take you live to that building right there, the White House. President Biden is set to deliver remarks on the jobs report. It's what we do right here.
Got someone dead. What? There's a killer on the loose in our building.
Guys, this just got super real. Dear MS, from day one, you've tried to define me.
But I never invited you in. It's my life.
And this is my journey. I've found a way to do things differently with Ocrevus, an infusion treatment that's 2 times a year. For adults,
TPRS for Paris, the January $15 full suite. Victor Tango Romeo Sandy shares at $15 now off the highs.
In RMS and PPMS.
That's
Don't
Victor
take
Tango
Ocrevus if you
Romeo
have a
Sandy.
life-threatening allergic reaction to it or have hepatitis B. Tell your doctor about vaccinations or if you've had Hep B, as it could come back. A common side effect of Ocrevus is infusion reactions, and some may require hospitalization. It can increase your risk of infections, which can be serious and may decrease certain types of immunoglobulins. While PML was not reported in clinical trials, it could happen. An increased risk of cancer, including breast cancer, may exist.
Sorry, MS.
You don't get to control.
Every part of me. MS can't own us. Ask your doctor about 2 times a year Ocrevus.
The biggest money problems.
You want to use the $150,000 to open another studio?
Need the best money experts.
When I render my verdict, we're gonna live by it.
Money Court, all new Wednesdays 10 Eastern. CBC. Get your
Nasdaq moderating its gains up about 1/6% right now. The S&P just below the flat line. We'll be right back.
Did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert. Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you can save.
They got someone dead. What?
I think we could solve this case.
NMTC resuming trade now, buying a circuit breaker halt at a high of $6.10. That's on Michael Tango Charlie.
In 1905, Boar's Head opened a family business based on a simple idea. Craft the finest delicatessen products possible, nothing less. 5 generations later, we've never wavered from that commitment. Meats trimmed the old-fashioned way, exceptional ingredients, time-honored recipes. If a product doesn't live up to our exacting standards, it doesn't carry the Boar's Head name.
NMTC halted now on a circuit breaker on the way down.
In Boar's Head.
November Michael Tango Charlie.
The UPS store can help your small business with more ings than you realize. Shipping, packing, and boxing save you time for returning, printing, and shredding, free you up to focus on. And notarizing, mailing, and mailboxing let you do more. Whatever ing you need, we're here to help, so you can get back to doing your other things. Every ing for small business, all in one place.
The UPS store.
What if you could make $12 million in one day? Would you do it?
In Texas and Cojones, you were Robert right there in front of David.
Super Ice. All new Mondays, 10 Eastern. CNBC. Get yours. The Rooms to Go Labor Day sale ends Monday. Find valuable bonus coupons online or on your Rooms to Go app. Plus, you can finance interest-free for 60 months. Shop online now with bonus coupons before the Rooms to Go Labor Day sale ends Monday.
Hey there, problem solvers. Packing that entire workspace into that tiny bag? We'll help you be productive anywhere with devices, tech support, and more. Because our business is to keep business going. Buy online, pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive. Because we only serve those who've honorably served. All ranks, all branches, and their families. Yep, that is exclusive. We're fine with that.
Time for our ETF spotlight. Looking at the iShares Semiconductor ETF, up almost 25% year to date, despite supply crunches throughout the industry. One name in the group to watch is Broadcom, beating consensus with record revenues, reporting slower sales growth than its peers. Stock up about 2% more on the quarter. We'll talk about Piper Sandler's Harsh Kumar to run through. Harsh, good to see you today. You know, it's interesting, the commentary we cited earlier by Broadcom, essentially saying that they're rationing their supply to customers based on their evaluation of where it's really kind of needed as opposed to people over-ordering. How does that speak to just the environment in general and investors' perspectives on this group right now? Yeah, I know you sort of were responding to some concerns from your clients about what ultimately the supply situation is going to bring.
Yeah, hey, first of all, thank you for having me on the show. So I actually think Broadcom is doing something really smart and something really interesting. What they cited on the call was their backlog has swelled up to about 80% up year over year. However, they are trying to prevent a future problem of excess inventory in the channel. They did say that there are other companies that might be shipping too much into the channel. Look, at the end of the day, semiconductors are a cyclical industry. You know, we grow somewhere between 2 and 10%. 10% would be a very great year. We're on par with that upper end of the spectrum in the last year or so. And I think what everybody's concerned about, and I've never seen anything like this in the last 10 years, where the managements tell us the backlogs are the best they've ever been, while investors tell us that they are the most fearful they've ever been. And investors in particular are looking for an end to the cycle, probably the end of 2022. That's what we keep hearing from investors. So I think Broadcom is doing something really smart by limiting excess put into the distribution channel to avoid later problems.
If there is that disconnect between investors' expectations for this cycle and what you're seeing in terms of how the company's behaving or what demand is going to look like through next year, meeting supply, obviously that would suggest some stock opportunities within that.
Absolutely, for certain. We certainly seem to believe that Broadcom's one of the best positioned large cap companies. We recently did a sort of a defensive analysis to see who would hold up the best should we run into a mild hiccup, if you will, in the economy. And Broadcom certainly came out on the top. Their software business is extremely sticky. Their infrastructure business is extremely sticky. They deal with the best of the best clients. The Apple business isn't going anywhere. I mean, that's extremely sticky. So the earnings power, the free cash flow, the revenue growth, in all those metrics, Broadcom came out at the top. Certainly, there'd be other opportunities in the semiconductor space as well when that eventually happens.
So Harsh, it sounds like you don't buy into the concerns about a peak cycle. What are some of those key data points or other indicators that would suggest otherwise to you?
Sure. So when we look at the
NMTC
semiconductor
resuming again,
industry,
November
we
Michael
have
Tango
actually many
Charlie.
companies, and companies would compete for
Shares
dominant market
popping
share,
to
cut pricing,
$6.10
things of that
at
nature.
the high.
We've now consolidated dramatically, as you're
Now at
probably aware. So we're off the
$5.54,
bat with just a
November Michael
handful of
Tango
companies,
Charlie.
that are
Euro
large, I'll
1
call it
Medical.
mid-cap. These companies have non-cancelable, non-changeable backlog orders. I mean, literally CEOs of their customers getting online with CEOs of these semiconductor companies demanding product. So that high level of interaction and that high level of commitment of non-cancelable, non-changeable orders, that stretch, mind you, anywhere from 5 months up to a year plus out into the future. That's what tells us that there are some level of legs to this market. I never believed that investors are misplaced. I mean, I think that the concern is certainly right. We've been burned in the past over the last 25 years with semi cycles. But I think it's something certainly worth watching. The industry certainly changed to become a more stable and profitable industry.
Harsh, thanks very much for the breakdowns.
Thank
Let's
you.
get a news update now. Let's get a news update now. For that, we're joined by Rahel Solomon. Rahel.
Hi, David. Good morning. And here's your CNBC News update. President Biden will travel to Louisiana later today. He'll be surveying the damage from Hurricane Ida and meeting with Governor Donnell Edwards and local officials. Biden is promising the federal government will play a big role in recovery after the storm. And New Zealand's supermarket Worcestershire killed a Sri Lankan national after he ordered 6
Already got about a 20% gain on those Nvidia calls, guys.
concerns that was destroyed technology. Country's prime minister saying that the attack was inspired by Islamism and not running against its principles. And a Massachusetts courtroom, a judge issued a not guilty plea for Theodore McCurry, who is the 91-year-old former Roman Catholic cardinal accused of sexually assaulting a 16-year-old boy in 2015. And here's your
Nice gain on that Nvidia there. As you guys can see down below here, we are up about 18%. Oh, what the heck was that?
Secrets uncovered. The chase is on.
I was very afraid.
Got about a $510 profit on that Nvidia trade already up 20%.
I want to know what happened to it.
Let's see, SGOC below 8. Let's see. Remember, we look at the end of the day with that candle that she's really breaking down. We'll see if she makes new lows from this candle right here, breaks below 790. We might exit out of that trade.
Did this before. I feel like doing things and then doing other things after those things.
It's hard to explain. Just
What is even in this?
Clinically studied plant-based ingredients, passion flower, valerian root, and hops.
I feel really good.
New ZQL Pure Z's restorative herbal sleep.
biggest money problems.
You want to use $150,000 to open another studio?
Need the best money experts.
When I render my verdict, I'm gonna live by it.
Money Court. All new Wednesdays 10 Eastern. CNBC. Get yours. Just what's the move? Some accidents can't be avoided. But hassles can.
Grand Canyon University, a Christian university, is one of the largest universities in the country. Online students at GCU received over $100 million in scholarships in 2020. See what scholarships you qualify for. Find your purpose at gcu.edu/scholarships. comes to longevity, who has the highest percentage of its vehicles still on the road after 10 years? Subaru. And when it comes to brand loyalty, who does JD Power rank #1 in the automotive industry for 3 consecutive years? Subaru.
All right, I just closed out of that Nvidia trade, guys. It looks like it was coming below that 20. I'm out of that at a price of, let's see, 660. Let me get my thing here. Send that out.
IBM, Cinedigm. Cinedigm reports exclusive global viewership of Pandora Select initial NFT release. Probably India, Delta Michael.
Conversations that Engine One is said to have spoken to.
Shares of Cinedigm moving a bit higher now, $2.06. That's probably India, Delta Michael.
Engine One, listen, I know one of their goals is to.
Alrighty, out of that, let me get this up here, show you guys that. That was a nice quick gain.
Chinese importers have canceled a series of animal feed shipments from the Black Sea region recently due to weaker than expected domestic demand and expectations.
Apple's taking off nicely now, guys. There goes Nvidia, too. Nice climb on Nvidia. There we go, guys. We just closed out of that Nvidia for what, like an 18% gain? Let me see. What did we close that out for? We were in at 5.7, out at 6.6. That's a 16% gain. I love making little day trades like that. And she's still climbing, so if you didn't get out of that, still got time. She's still climbing. Let's see what Apple's doing here. Apple's taking off. She's starting to get another run here. Let me see what SGOC. SGOC is right at $8 again. I'm watching that closely. Apple's getting a climb again. Alrighty, guys on YouTube, I'm going to end that for you guys here. I totally forgot I'd been on YouTube here. We just closed out that trade here for a nice gain. So you guys saw what we opened that up for. Here's what we ended up closing that Nvidia day trade out for. And with that, that gave us a realized profit on that trade. Let's see here. Let me bring it up here before we go off. Let's see. E-Trade.
Yeah, I think you characterized it well. It was definitely a big downside surprise in terms of the headline number. I mean, directionally, I think it had become clear going into the report that, you know, 750 or 725 consensus expectation looked very ambitious. So we weren't too surprised directionally, but definitely quite a weak number. I do think it's pretty clearly.
Here's what we just closed out on the Nvidia trade, guys. So as you guys could see right here, we closed out a quick $444.86 gain on that Nvidia trade. We only got 5 contracts. It was a small $2,852.56 trade. We ended up closing it out for about $3,300, resulting in a net profit on that day trade of $444.86. So we're going to look for a few more day trades there. I'm looking for that Apple to continue to climb there. And a nice way to start the day with that day trade. I'm looking for a few more here. I think we'll find quite a few, to be honest with you, today. I think we're going to continue to see the markets remain pretty volatile here. Let's see. I'm waiting for Apple to take off there again. FedEx, I'm waiting for FedEx. We just got into that FedEx trade, down 18% on that. That's for the September 24th expo, going into earnings on FedEx. 3-month daily chart still holding that 365. That's what we're looking for with FedEx. What trade do you have, Stu, on Apple? Yes, we have the September 3rd 155 that expires today. I got 10 contracts on that for a $350 trade, worth about $170 now. I'm watching Apple here, watching Qs. Stu, that October 15th still a great trade there. Yeah, 155 for the October 15th you're talking about, right? October 15th, 155. Nice trade set up there. Nvidia is still on the climb. I love that Nvidia chart there. I wanted to jump back into that. But we'll wait, see what the market's going to do here. Pulling back a little bit from those highs. Dow's down about 55 points right now. And NASDAQ's only up about 11 after being up about 40 before. But the Dow is definitely picking back up. Only down about 51 points. Alrighty, guys, on YouTube here. We're going to be getting off on YouTube. That's what we just did this morning. If you guys want to come join us, let me log out here so you'd see what you normally see. This is all the stuff once you sign up, all your features that you get. So if you guys want to join us, you guys could go to our website, breakingchartalerts.com. And you guys could go to the Join Now membership pricing plans. You guys could see what we have to offer here. Here's what we do. Here's how our app alerts work, all of our alerts. Here's our trading community. Here's usually the pre-market I do here and what we have to offer. Okay, so now the education section, you're obviously not going to be able to see that until you're a member. So if you want to join, you go down to membership pricing plans. And down here, you guys could pick between what it is you want. Let me see. I'm logged out. Okay. So if you wanted the trader membership for $125, that includes just the morning trade session, Pro Trader morning and afternoon with text alerts, and the Elite Pro Trader, you're saving money right off the bat there. And then also you're saving $500 off the bat. Plus, you also get all the educational content up there for beginner, intermediate, advanced, and Pro Trader. And then also we have the coupon code to save 30% off that if you guys wanted to take advantage. Promo code challenge when you go to sign up. I don't know why Afghan, that's probably the first one up. So you'd put in, where you're from here, United States, and no matter where you're at in the world, we could send you text alerts. So as long as you are an Elite Pro Trader member, no matter where you are, you guys could get signed up and take advantage there. So if you see that brings the price down from $2,500 here down to $1,750, and that's good for the entire year. Includes some private classes, and then once you guys get signed up, you'll have all access to the educational content, the trade challenge, regular trades, and then of course the trade room there as well, which is going to be live trading. So come join us, guys. Look forward to seeing you on YouTube in our trade room. And I hope you guys have a great Day Trade Friday. And we're going to be looking for some more setups now. Going to be staying live for a little bit longer today than 11 o'clock. I want to find some movers here. And we'll be coming on earlier this afternoon as well for DTF here, looking for some day trades. Alrighty, guys. Have a great day. Stay safe. God bless. And happy trading.